But hello, everyone. I don't know. This is my first time going live in a while. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is my first time going live in a while. I mean, probably like I don't expect anyone to watch or anything. I'm just really tired. So, pretty much what the title says, I'm rebagging and boarding things. Like I literally am rebagging and boarding everything. So now that I'm a pharmacist now. I've been working pharmacist for a year and a half, probably over it. I've been kind of thinking about like converting some of my collection of Mylar bags and rebagging boards as well, or at least rebagging stuff because fucking hell, like just going through some of these bags, I mean, they're just so in bad condition. So I figure I might as well live stream if I have nothing better to do. So I'm just gonna I will literally just be sitting here rebagging and boarding. If anyone's really, fucking bored, feel free to come along. Who knows, this video might last a bit. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I have bag, board, my lights. I'm literally converting to my lights to now it's like, hey, I'm making money. I can afford things now. So I'm literally planning on going through X-Men, most of the X-Men stuff, and trying to get this to my light. I already did a little short box before, I did not do live. So, but yeah, I'm gonna literally rebag and it's literally just gonna be me rebagging and boarding the X-Men stuff. Cause I have like a run of like 95 to God knows like 300, not straight. I know I'm missing one or two. So I'm literally just gonna be doing that. I don't know how long this video is gonna last until I get bored or tired. Still I'm bored or tired or run out of bags and bored. I don't know. I really don't know like how long I'm gonna be on here, and it's gonna be a very boring, tedious video because it's literally just me doing this. We're bagging and boarding comics. I mean, it's like, well, how much excitement do you want? Like, so that's literally what I'm gonna be doing for I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour till I get bored, till I'm running out of stuff. I mean, who the fuck knows? I really don't. So if anyone's there, you can say hello, drop in, drop off. I mean, not show up, don't show up. Who knows? I mean, if you want to say hello, go for it. If you don't, fine by me. You know what I mean. I'm like literally, folks. When it comes to stuff like this now, I'm kind of past the point of I really don't really care how many people view videos. If I make a video like once in a blue moon, I really don't. Like past the point of wanting or needing validation from strangers or people, and I'm just like, might as well on board. So sit back, relax. If you're bored on Sunday, well, go and read back to be bored. And like I said, I moved, so it's literally living by myself, my own place. In a nice little apartment. And like I said, when I was moving, I was just looking through some collection and just Jesus, I'm telling you, it felt like these bags were so worn out. I mean, we were starting to get the waves, like the board was all yellow and gross, and it was just bad. I think we're starting to get bad. I think bags are starting to get really bad condition. I was like, and so it's just I kind of just gonna go with the Mylar route and the fullback route, and just now that I have money and no student loans, it's like, oh, look at all this money now. So I don't know. So it's literally just gonna be it. Update, life update. I mean, it's not really new. I mean, moved out, moved on my own, worked at the pharmacy for a year and a half. Oh, my hairline's receding a lot more now, so I probably will be going bald in about a year or two, and I'll have to shave my head, so that's also new too. But yeah, literally, this is it. Sit back, let's see what we got. All right, that's 95. I already rebagged for that. That's 96. We're gonna be back for that. Oh yeah. Yeah, this isn't my lights, but the board's little stuff. This is 97, so I gotta change out the board. Oh jeez. And for the record, folks, for the love of God, don't use fucking Scotch tape. Jesus Christ, Scotch tape is the worst. I mean that thing is it will stick to anything. It will stick to anything. It will stick to your bag, to your board. It will stick to the bag. It will stick to your freaking comic, and it will just completely rip off every piece of fucking art that you could possibly imagine. So avoid duct tape at all costs. What I'm using is packaging tape. You can use that. You can use, painter's tape. Yeah, I find those work well, but like I find that the packaging tape does not, like it really, literally doesn't stick to the comic board. Like it doesn't really stick to the bag, and it's really easy to use. A lot easier to Scotch tape with chip. It's a magnet, and it's fucking attracted to like books. Like it rips everything to pieces. All right, there's that. Oh, I might have to replace some tape here. No, never mind. Yep, that's 97, new board. Like I said, my lights too, standard, fullbacks. So we're gonna go, like literally I went through a short box already with like, they had all my key issues, like, first appearances, uh, like deaths, number one issues, etc. So I already went through that box, and I didn't even know how to fucking stream to either. So I'm just like, I don't know how to stream. I would have done this just for the hell of it, but okay, whatever. So that's 97. Okay, let's look at 98. And then I gotta replace the board. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. See that, folks? That's Scotch tape. Not allowed, not allowed. Like, oh god, so just from speaking from personal experience, so much fucking, so much just awful Scotch tape, man. Oh, like I just, like no, like that's not allowed anywhere near my books anymore. It's bad experiences, yo. It's really, really bad experiences. So, place the board out of there. And quite frankly, folks, I figure I want to go to this route too, because I don't really want to do this like years from now when I have to replace these bags and boards and everything. Yeah. So I'm probably not gonna have enough even. Like, I mean, for the love of God, folks, I have that entire long box right there to get fully bag and board all of those things. I'm literally, and that's not enough. Like I'm probably not gonna have enough, enough of this fucking material to get. I'll probably have to wait till I get paid again because, even though I could probably, again, I could probably just, buy it all at one swoop, but I try to limit myself just because, just because you make money doesn't mean that you should just blow it all in one sitting, You know what I mean? Like a lot of my friends, who graduated and they bought this brand new freaking, like the first thing he did was like buy a brand new car, and I'm just like, he bought a BMW or a Lexus or something, and I'm just like, I just look at him and it's just like, you're like $150,000 in debt, and now you have a loan for a fucking car. Like, what's wrong with you? It's like, when I graduated, bought a car, but I bought it off Facebook Marketplace for $2,200. Okay. Another problem, you have to get the ridge done too. There we go. And that's Uncanny X-Men 98. It's lastly bag and board. Let's see. 97. But like anyway, like a lot of my friends just completely, like he bought this complete, and look, you see that? Like new book, but you could kind of, you see like how it's starting to get wavy, the plastic bag's starting to get, the poly bag's starting to get wavy and starting to kind of degrade. That's why I'm doing this. Like I was like, man, a lot of these are starting to get yellow, the boards. It's like time to replace some of this. This has got to get a whole new bag because this one is looking in Mylar initially. But anyway, as I was saying, like a lot of my friends after graduating, they literally just, it was just uncanny. Like all of them, they completely, whatchamacallit, they like went and bought these new cars. I'm just looking at them like, why? Like I bought a car like Facebook Marketplace, 2,300, not like 20 grand, like some of my friends. So I did that, and I still have the car. It's fantastic. Like everything that's wrong with it is stuff that I caused. Car accident. Don't worry, no one got hurt. And the car is, what I mean, with the car accident that happened, and so I have a huge dent on the left side. The mirror's broken. I just put duct tape on it now. It's rusting from the bottom a little bit. Air conditioning doesn't work. Like it's manual locked and freaking window, so I have to do this to open the window, and I have to stretch out the window. It's awkward if I'm on a date. Oh, which by the way, I have a girlfriend too, so that's nice. But yeah, so it's you know what I mean. So it's just kind of like, it looks rough, but the thing about it is, it may look really terrible, but it runs fantastically. Like it is never. There we go. Come on. Okay, so gotta go over this. Like it has never, given me an engine problem, like whatsoever. Never, ever, ever, ever given me an engine problem. But you know what I mean? It's like I love that car. Like it's reliable. It's the only time I worry about starting is if like, it's negative degrees outside, and it's in every car. You worry about. That's Uncanny X-Men number 90 or 99. I don't have 100. So I'm still missing that. Ah, God. You got to replace the bag and board too. Again, you look at the bag. You see how bad. Oh, God. It's like ripped from the bottom too. Shit. Jesus Christ. This is why I'm reporting everything. But I was saying, like, my car is like, it's reliable, it's not flashy, and I'm like, when I travel for work, which I do a lot of because like I'm the pharmacist, I go to different locations, I work everywhere, like 60 miles this way, 60 miles that way, 3 miles this way, you name it, I've been there. So like I go to a lot of places, and if you go to like the thing I like about it is that it looks so crappy, it's so reliable, but it looks so crappy that nobody, like if I want to go to rough areas, nobody would dare steal my fucking car. Like nobody would even bother to steal the car. Nobody would because it's like, come, let me take the car that has duct tape holding the driver's side mirror and the ripping from the bottom, and then you get inside. It's like a hot summer day. And it's like, oh, it has no air conditioning. Oh, don't make it rock. They'll leave it alone. They'll leave it alone. It's like my death deterrent. It looks so crappy. It deters thieves. So, and it's like, not that, but like, why get this 2005 Ford Focus that looks really shitty when you can, when there's other cars in the parking lot that is, you know what I mean, that are brand new or look substantially better. So it's smart. Okay, come on. I'm not actually going on better than a little more. There we go. 102. All right. Like 101 is in my key issue then, my key issue short box. So that's like super experience. But there you go. Look how nice it looks. Brand new, glossy, Mylar. Again, Mylar 2 from E-Garber and fullbacks. Yeah. That's 102. Let's see. This one's already in Mylar. You just got to change out the board for fullback. Son of a bitch. No, I'm not going wrong. Stupid scotch tape. So this is gonna go by that. Here, that's it. So this one's already in Mylar. Like some of these are already in Mylar. I just gotta replace the boards. Okay. Son of a bitch. Son of a beat. Here we go. Okay. There we go. There you go. So that'd be my X-Men 103. It's got now just literally got the. Oh jeez. I don't know what happened to Mylar. I was looking at the Mylar, kind of like ripped from the bottom too. Or what the F happened there, but whatever. Like I said, this video might last forever. Who knows? I mean, oh. Yeah, and I find like using the standard size, like I don't have a lot of like, not like I'm brilliant over it. Even then, I'm just hypothesizing. I'm probably gonna leave it the least because I don't want to get my entire collection fucking, my lights and fullbacks. I don't want to get my entire collection, but just a good chunk of my X-Men collection I want to get in there. You know what I mean? And then, there's a few other stuff too, like my Wonder Woman, Denny O'Neil, Wonder Woman run. Wonder Woman where they decided it was a good idea to strip over. They thought it was an idea to strip over powers and like it was a Silver Age one. So I need to get that in my life. I want to get my Christ and Earth in my life. So I hypothesize I'm gonna need like 100 and like probably like 100, maybe 100, 150 more of these supplies. But there you go. That's 103. Too much my next one. Jesus. No. Starting to go back to 104. That's the next one to get me back and boarded. Okay. Like I said, folks, like I mean, it's now that I'm like working a good amount. You know, it's like I'm looking at the farm to make a decent money. It's like now's the time to actually do this. You know what I mean? Especially like on Sunday night where I like work 6 to 7 hours this week and yeah, 6 to 7 hours, and now I like the next week I can chill a little bit. It's like I'm only working like maybe 20, which is nice to pile it on one week. That way you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now, see how nice it looks in my line fullbacks, and it's sturdy. There we go. That's 104. So now I gotta keep that down. Like literally, folks. I at least almost like with the amount of supplies that I have, I might be able to get to like 190, maybe close to 200 of the Uncanny X-Men, and then I'm probably gonna need to buy some more supplies when I get paid, like in 2 weeks or so, because like I always pedal them myself. Okay, there we go. Oh, son of a bitch, son of a bitch. Like I said, we'll see. Like I might make a trend of like doing these videos until I can get most of my collection here. Geez. There we go. Nice tape, fullback, sturdy, 104. Let's see what we got next. 105. I mean, if you look, I mean, you can kind of see, the bag's degrading. You see that? It's starting to go, and the board looks decent, but that's why I'm doing that. So anyway, folks, hey, it's Red, Raven, and Blue. Long time no see, man. Hope you've been doing good. I mean, like, I've been doing pretty decent now. Like, it's like, I know I haven't been around a lot. I've just, been busy with work and, other stuff that's taken my interest. But yeah, this is literally going to be rebagging my most of, like, about probably roughly half of my Uncanny X-Men collection. This video. I was like, my goal is to at least try to get most of this long box through. And to get them to my lights, especially like the earlier ones and the Dark Phoenix saga and all that stuff. I definitely want to get these in my lights. It's like, dude, like I don't want to have to keep doing this and replacing bags and boards. There we go. Now look at the difference. Look at that, Mylar. Look at that, sturdy, 105. Just gotta take that down. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with some bags and boards. It's like maybe I give it to my younger brother. I think he might be running low on bags and boards and stuff. Just, shave kind of toss pins out. Okay, come on. Yeah, there we go. Bag, boarded, sealed. Like, here we go. Okay, what's next? Oh, geez, man. Oh, my God. Oh, 107. Oh, I'm just looking at these bags and it's just, Jesus Christ, I mean, look at that. You might be able to see it, but look at that, like ripped from the side. Oh, geez, like, I'm so glad I'm doing this, It's like, oh my God, some of these bags are just in such piss poor, shitty shape. And like I've been reading comics since I was like in 5th grade, so we're talking like anywhere between 18 years. So it's like some of these boards and bags haven't been replaced in like 18, anywhere between 18 years. And maybe it's up to like 8. Some of these bag boards haven't been replaced in maybe it's close to about 18 years, It's like, oh my God, like imagine like. Poly bags and these boards, like, they haven't been replaced for like close to 18 years. It's like some of them, it's ridiculous. And you can tell, you can just see. And that's when I was going through them when I was moving. When I was finally moving on my own and doing my own stuff. Just looking at the bag board, I'm like, oh, gee, Jesus Christ, these need to be changed. These are getting rough. So, like, that's why I'm doing this now. I mean, right there. Oh my God! I just like look at somebody who just Jesus Christ, Oh God! Go. There we go. That was pretty easy. Look at that. Look at the difference. Looks a lot better. 106. I'm telling you, man. God, this coronavirus thing too has been going around. The farmers list. I get to deal with. Oh geez, look at that. 107, but man, the bag again is degrading. But coronavirus, jeez, Christ. I mean, like, as a pharmacist, I'm, like, literally there on the front lines, too, folks. Like, I'm literally an essential worker. I can't not work. People still need to get their medication. It's just been crazy, man. It's not like, and then flu season's coming up, and that's going to be hell. Like, I could imagine people are going to be rushing to get their flu shots like crazy this year because of the coronavirus. So I'm not looking forward to that either. That's just, but yeah, and the funny thing about it is, like, I went to C2E2, and literally I was so pissed off and angry that I was like about C2E2 because it happened so early in the year. It happened like in early March or mid March, somewhere around in that. Usually it happens in like early up. Bitch, no. I have a Scotch tape on me. Damn it. It's like I hate packaging tape that does this. And I hate when packaging it always does when it goes down, it always does this. And it's never a full strip, and then you always have to kind of try to get it back, to roll back to normal without it ripping. God, every video game never is right about this. It's total bullshit. Jesus. Okay. But anyway, like, I remember I was so pissed and angry about like, C2E2 because it's like, it's, oh my God, like, it's not even daylight savings time. The sun's going down earlier. It's cold. It's cold. It's still cold. It hasn't warmed up. And I was so angry this year that it was there we go. Back to normal. Son of a bitch, man. What in the hell? Oh, there's one piece of paper, still didn't do it. Come on, dog. Okay, I think I'm down here. Oh my God. The one thing I hate about packaging tape, man. No, that is effed up. Okay, let's just see where it begins. But anyway, as I was saying, like, literally, if it had been like a week later, it had been 1 week later, C2E2, like, it would have been canceled because literally a week later, like, they shut everything down. Like, the city of Chicago, like, the state shut down completely. So that, like, if C2E2 was 1 week later, it would have been canceled because they would have shut it down. You know what I'm saying, folks? Like, it would have been shut down. So that was like literally, and then afterwards I was like, oh my God, I got really lucky with this. Literally a week later, and it would have been canceled because of the coronavirus. And literally the state shut down for like about a month after that. And so I was just so happy. I was just so, thank God. You know what I mean? I was able to go there, and I got really lucky. That's probably one of the last major conventions. Now everything is canceled. So I got my fill of, like, there we go. Okay. Gotta get the little flap there. So some of the problems with Mylar is that when you put them in here, there'll be like a little hole, like a little ridge on top that like comes up a little bit. There we go. And I love it. A lot better, right? 107. Okay. Let's see what. Jesus, I'm so glad. I mean, jeez. 108. Look at that. It's poly. You can see the ridges starting to form and the waves which are starting to go. Oh, got to switch that up too. Man, I'm so like just going through that. I remember just going through that with man. Some of these look really terrible. Oh, but like I said, so see red, white, and blue. You kind of agree. Like I don't know what's the best tape. I just know Scotch tape can go to hell. Like I had so many bad experiences with that piece of crap tape. So I no longer, if I see like Scotch tape on any of my comic books, like you know what I mean, like in my bag, I almost fly into a rage. I'm just like it leaves me with a sense of disgust when I see Scotch tape. I'm just like, no, it's getting off my bag, not allowed. It's ruined like a few books in my experience. Just never again. And package tape may be an annoyance. It may be an effing annoyance, especially when it goes down and it's ripped and but it's not nearly as catastrophic as Scotch tape. Like it doesn't just stick to your book like crazy, So So like everything is in Scotch tape. Like any tape in Scotch tape would be better. I mean, geez, hell, no tape is better than Scotch tape. Just freaking hell, I hate that. Okay. Alrighty. Bitch. Okay, gotta do that. Going a little up a little bit. Yeah. I need to straighten out the edges. Money problem with my life. Here we go. 108. A lot better, doesn't it? And not just that, but the fullbacks are so much more sturdy than like halfbacks and like number one. 109. I just got to replace the board on this one. Oh, Scotch tape, like freaking arch enemy here, man. Oh. Look at that. Look at that Scotch tape. God. Ugh. Just never, ever. Oh God, that's a little yellow too. But man, this looks like this one's in Mylar. I just need to replace the board for fullback. But anyway, like, you know, if anyone's out there wants to watch, like, what's been new with you guys? Like, I literally, like, again, you graduated, paid, no loans now, living on my own, nice apartment. It's so nice living on your own too, not having to take anyone into consideration. You know, your food is your own. You go out to eat somewhere, you don't have to consider your roommate or anything. You can eat all food by yourself. No bedtime. I mean, for God's sake, I'm in the middle of my living room right now. You know what I mean? And I don't have to censor myself. I don't have to be. There we go. A lot more sturdy with the fullback, but there's 109. Let's see what we got. 110. Yeah, look at the. You could kind of tell. Look at the bag. Look how nasty it's starting to get. It's starting to be great. That's 110. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know how long this video is gonna last. Most likely until I run out of fullback. I have 100, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to 100. Like I might call it a night. Like, you know what I mean? Because like again, 57 hours in 1 week was just brutal. 4 of those were overnight shift, and then 1 day off, and then 1 day off, and then day shift. It's like, and then not just that, it was like literally day shift. 1 day off, and I was on day shift from 4 to midnight. And then I had to come in back the next day from 8 to like 4 today. So it was brutal, just absolutely brutal. It was killing me, man. 109. I also bought another long box too because with the fullbacks, when you get the fullbacks in Gerber, like they're thicker than like halfbacks and normal ones that you would get. So consequently, they take up a lot more room. So you're gonna need more. So I bought another like a long box, in anticipation that these, like, you know, I'm gonna make it halfway. These are just not gonna fit in the box. Like, it's, you know what I mean. The fullbacks take more room, but they're so worth it. Like, it's just so much more sturdy. You know what I mean? There you go. Look at that. It looks a lot better. 110. Okay, where am I at? There we go. 111. It's arcade. I haven't read this one in a bit. And that's another one. You see the ridges there, like when I screwed it up to the light. You see that? This is why I'm replacing bags and boards. And I'm replacing with Mylar because, you know, a lot of my bags and boards look like shit. And it needs to be done. And I have like the next 3 days off after working 57 hours. So I can do this tonight. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Like, I don't know if I'm, like I said, I always want to get through this package of fullback, you know. And then I would have to continue my X-Men, like I had to buy supplies. But like as I was saying, you know, I try to limit myself, you know, like I don't try to go, gee, but look how bad that is. It's so bad that when I'm taking off the tape, it's ripping the bag apart. I mean, look at that. You see that? That's how you know it's old. Like, you know, when poly start, you can kind of start telling when it's old. When, you know, the poly bags start getting wavy. You know, they start getting wavy. You start losing that pop, kind of like, you know, like skin. You know, kind of like when you get older, your skin, kind of like when you do this and it kind of snaps back into place. You know, poly bags are kind of similar too. Like when they start, they should like snap back into place pretty easily. But when they start getting older and degrading, they just kind of stay there, and they start getting, you start getting softer, and then when you put tape on there, like they'll start ripping the back apart. You don't have that problem with Mylar because it typically lasts forever, but that's just, you know what I mean? Like I've had that happen before where I'm like, oh, geez. But like I said, I wasn't able to afford to look at that nice now. Look at that nice backboard, sturdy. But like I said, like before, like when I was an undergrad, like of course, I'm an undergrad. I'm like, you're just scratching to survive, eating crap. Like I wasn't. There we go, nice and sealed. What am I at? Like I wasn't able to afford to do this. Like I didn't have like the kind of income that I have now. 112. Again, you can see they're starting to get wavy. The bag's starting to go degrade again. But like I was saying, it's like I couldn't afford to do this like when I was an undergrad. I didn't have that. I wasn't making the money that I was making working hours that I'm working in. Now it's like it's weird just going from. Oh, geez, there's another one. Look at, just taking the tape off. It's just ripping the bag. I mean, it's just ripping the bag apart. Like, it's just so bad. But like I was saying, it's like, it's so weird to go from like, making like, not making very much money to suddenly suddenly just making money where it's like, you don't have to worry about things anymore. Like, I don't worry about anything anymore. It's so nice and refreshing. It's nice not to have to worry about like, oh my God, my car breaks down. What am I going to do? Can I afford to pay rent? Can I afford food? Can I afford this bill? It's nice to be able to take care of things right away now. It's so refreshing, like just not to have to scrounge by anymore. There we go. No. There we go. 112. Looks a lot nicer now. Okay. This is 113. I'm telling you, man, just Jesus Christ, like these bags. I mean, when I'm removing the tape off these poly bags, they're just like literally kind of exploding. Okay, I gotta open a new bag of my lights. They're over there. My lights too, folks. It's a good way to go. But my God, like just every bag I'm opening, like these bags are just ripping to shreds. I'm telling you. Okay. Let's go. And I don't know too, maybe I might make a video showing my X-Men collection, but again, my X-Men collection is still not completely done. Like literally gee, I'm thinking about it. Like I'm still missing like 3 for this run that I'm going for. Like I'm missing Uncanny X-Men 90. I'm missing Uncanny X-Men 100. I'm missing 94, and I'm missing Giant Size. You know what I mean? So I'm still missing like 3. So I'm still kind of close. So like I kind of was thinking that maybe I'll do a video showing my X-Men collection. At the same token, I'm just like I really don't want to do that until I complete the run that I'm going for. Like I need to complete the run. It needs to be completed. Otherwise, it's just like this. It's bleh. It's bleh. You know what I mean? Like what's the point of showing the collection if it's not complete? You know what I mean? It's like hey, I made it to the World Series by law. Oh, yay! No one remembers second place. Okay. There we go. And look at that. 113. Now I can really feel like the box is starting to get a little more snug with the fullback. So this box is already starting to get more snug. This is what you would call it, 114. Uncanny X-Men 114. I remember this one when she kind of starts, when Jean Grey kind of starts losing a little bit, Yeah, I remember this is Jean Grey kind of start. This is kind of the start. That's where you're kind of starting to see the start of the Dark Phoenix saga right there. Kind of right there where you think the rest of the X-Men are dead, and it's starting. Okay. Okay. Go in here. Look at that. Nice, 30. There you go. Okay. Let's take, like, I don't know. Another thing here is, like, some people talk about comic book pressing too. And again, interest is interest, but not a super interest. And it's like, I don't know if I'm that vain to, like, get my comic books pressed either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I said, like, I've lived in the mid grade. Like, I love love me some, like, 6.0s, 5.0s, and stuff like that. You know, 4.5. I love me some of those. You know what I mean? I don't need my shit to be in, like, near mint freaking condition and stuff like that, like some people do. And you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, the song they're fighting is like, just please don't look like, just please, my book, please don't look like, yeah, 114. My biggest thing is just, you know, my book, just for the book, just please don't look like, you know, someone was playing with a stick of dynamite and blew it up, and just, you know, someone, it looks like someone, you know, shat on it, someone took a shit on it and just, you know, used it for toilet paper, just no, you know. Another one's gone bad. Okay. So that's going to be, and you can see the difference when you put it in Mylar too, how just nicer it looks, looks beautiful, it's sexy, you know what I mean? It's good stuff. Okay, it's 115. And I know some people too would probably be like, man, I need to get, you know, some people are kind of upset that if they were doing it, you'd be wearing like some freaking like, you know, latex gloves or something. You know what I mean? And they'd be doing it with not a fan going on. And I'm just like, dude, chill the F out, man. Like, for me, my thing is like I'm not investing in comics here. You know, I like having them. I like looking at the artwork. I like reading the story. Like, comic books should not be. It really should not be an investment, yo. If you're not like a freaking comic book shop, if you're not like someone who goes to shows or like, you know, owns a comic book shop. What, the comic books are not an investment. It's not something you should be investing in, yo. It's like, hey, yo, look at that. You know, if they really are not. It's like, I don't treat them as an investment. I'm doing this because I'm just, like, I'm doing this because, like, the bags are just in such piss poor shape, like this one. Look at that. Look how bad it looks. I mean, you can see the ridges. Like, they're just in such piss poor shape. So it's just like, I kind of wanted to replace some of the bags and boards because it's like, dude, this just needs to get done. It's like, you know what I'm saying, folks? Like, this needs to get done. Like, it did, you know, and I'd much rather have them in Mylar, so I don't have to do it like in Mylar, so I don't have to do this again in like, you know, 5 or 10 years down the road. It's nice going through them, but dude, I don't want to keep tagging them for you. There we go. But like I said, like comic book, I don't know why people treat them as an investment. Like, it's not an investment. That's why you have the stock market. That's why you have a stock market, you start an IRA, your 401k, and make it like in there. I have an IRA. Like, I have an IRA now, and I've been using that to invest my money. That's how I invest. That's what I do. I don't invest my money in comics, dude. I throw into some stock market, and I've been doing really well with that. See, the problem with my lights is that you'll get like this little flap over here that'll kind of open up, and so you kind of have to like. One of the annoying parts about it is you kind of have to like squeeze it out and like move it out and take a breath. There we go, a lot better. You kind of get that little thing off. But look, 116, a lot better. All right, 117, yo. Next 118, 117. You see why I'm doing this? You see this? You see how gross it's looking? Why I'm changing these to my lights? So that look at that. Look at the before picture. You're gonna see the after effect and how it might look now. Okay. Oh my god, I've been going for like 40 minutes. It's just like, dude. It's like, dude, man. I told you, folks. If anyone wants to watch this later, this is gonna be a very long, boring video. I'm literally just sitting here rebanging books. I just figured, hey, might as well do this live. You know, I have nothing better to do. I don't really have any content to make videos for. You know what I mean? My desire to make a lot of videos is not super high. And I'm saying, might as well. So, but like I said, it's going to be a really slow, boring video. Not much of anything happening. This is unannounced too. I just thought, what the hell? And like I said, like I already went through a short talk, and that had all the key issues, like all the good stuff. Okay, what do we got? Here we go. Look at that. That's 117 now. Nice Mylar there. So like I said, I went through my a short box of all my key issues, and like I was trying to go live with that, but it was just like it just wasn't. I'm like, look, geez, look how this is so worn out. I mean, it literally, I could feel the plastic. You know, I could feel how soft it is. You know, it's just, oof. I just look at that. Ooh, look at that. You know, not very attractive. But anyway, I went through all the boxes. I went through the key issues. I went through all of that shit and stuff. You know. So I did all that, and again, I was gonna try to do it live, but it's just like, man, it was such a pain in the ass. Like I just couldn't get it to go live like that video. Like I was trying, and it just wasn't working for me. Yo, it was like, okay, you have to download this other software to do this, and I'm just like, okay, this is not working. And I was just like, you know, and it just wasn't working. I was just like, fuck it, I'm not doing this live. Screw it, I'm just gonna. Fuck it, I'll just fuck it. I don't want to deal with that anymore. And now, for some reason, this one went smoothly. Like I just put the video, and it was like, oh wow, it wasn't giving me the trouble like the last one I was trying to do when I was trying to go through all my key issues into Mylar. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't having that problem like this one. This one just was like, oh wow, easy, simple. I was like, what the hell? Why was I having so much trouble the last time? To the point where I just rage quit. I was like, screw this. There you go. 118. 119. Now we're starting to get to the Dark Phoenix saga now. There we go. Now this one isn't this rough a shape as the other ones. It's still starting to degrade, but it's not as in rough shape as the other one. So I will give it that. But yeah, we're I'm starting to get to the Dark Phoenix saga. I'm starting to slowly get there. But like I said, I at least want to get most of my X-Men collection in here, like at least up to 250. And then like I'll start worrying about some of the other stuff, like, you know, my super villain team up, like that's one I want to get in there. Crisis, Infinite Earth, Secret Wars, you know, my Wonder Woman, Silver Age Wonder Woman, when they take over power, like I'm still trying to get that. Like, you know, I need to get that in my life too. It's just, you know, it's gonna be a long process. I'm trying to do this too because I have a ton of books. And I also might be getting rid of some books too because it's just like I have I have a lot of space. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of space in the apartment. But at the same token, there's just something now you just go to collecting. I'm kind of at that age now, being like 30 years old, you know, where it's just like, dude, I don't really need comics, like for the sake of having comics, you know. There you go. There you go. 119. Now we gotta go to 120. Ah, that's nice. This is already in my look. I just need to replace. Oh, son of a! Oh. I'll tell you why the reason I just can make that noise. Here's the reason why. Scotch tape. Scotch tape. That's the reason why I made that noise. Like, no, get the hell out of here, Scotch tape. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh. First appearance of Alpha Flight, by the way, too. So. Okay, get rid of that. Might keep it boring. And like I said, folks, I have some good books, but I know some people will be like, "How did you afford all these stuff? How did you afford these books?" I'm just like, I've been reading comics now in 5th grade. Most of the stuff that I got, you know, was before the hype, before the movie started coming out. I mean, for example, like Infinity Gauntlet, I bought the entire set for $5. I mean, literally, like the entire set of Infinity Gauntlet was $5. Now it's like because of the movie, you know, Endgame and everything. It's like, you know, you're lucky if you can find. I mean, you're lucky if you can find like them for under 10, like one issue for under $10. You know. There we go. Oh, look at that. First screen's Alpha Flight. But like again, you're lucky if you find any Infinity Gauntlet for under $10 now. It's like, you know, and like I said, I got that for the entire set for $5. And this one just was alright. Oh, look at that. 121. Alpha Flight, another one. This is we're kind of starting to get to the point where it's like the X-Men at this point in time were kind of splintered, like, you know, B, Professor X, Jean Grey. You know, they think that the other X-Men are dead still, and so, you know, this kind of sets Jean Grey down the path of Phoenix, you know, going dark and everything. So we're starting to get to that point now. Okay. get rid of that. My God, I'm so glad I'm replacing these bad. I mean, they're in such bad condition. I mean, geez. I mean, my God, it's again, it's nice. What I'm thinking about doing is maybe getting some silica, like getting like some of those silica gel packets too. I mean, honestly, I could probably take some from work because a lot of the bottles have like these have like the desiccants that absorb the moisture. But honestly, I might just do that and get that from work. Just swipe it. I mean, and they go in the garbage too. The desiccants too when you open the prescription, but when you open like the manufacturer bottles, like they go in garbage. You don't do anything with it. So I might just save some and put them like in a box or like tape them outside to maybe go with the moisture. Oh, jeez. There we go. That was like 121. Starting to get to the Dark Phoenix. Let's see. 122. Yeah, man, this is another one that's in really rough shape too. I mean, just imagine. I mean, look how gross that looks. I mean, oi. I mean, like I'm telling you, like just using some of these fullbacks, I'm already starting to, like this box is already starting to get a little more snug. It's already starting to get like a little lot more snug to put stuff in. It's already happening. Okay. 122. And by the way, what's going on with YouTube too? I hear a lot of people complaining about children and like some dumb stuff. And I'm just like, dude, like, what the F is happening, I've really been doing the YouTube thing for quite some time. I think I made a video. Yeah, I made a video during the lockdown. The state shut down. I made one video because I think, I went to C3E2, and then I was like, yeah, I'm bored. Let's make a video. Why not? And there's another one where it's like, yeah, why not? But I don't really do YouTube that much anymore. Like, just other things I much rather be doing. There you go. Look at that. 122. But like I said, there's just other things I much rather be doing, like going to the gym, just another one, just see how worn out it is. Going to the gym, like, spending time with the girlfriend, maybe working a little more, getting a little bit extra money in my paycheck. Kind of been liking, picking some investments out and stuff like that. So, just, there are other things I much rather be doing in YouTube. Not just that too, but, like, everybody on YouTube is like gone now. Like nobody makes videos on YouTube anymore. Like almost everybody that I used to watch are like gone. Like shit, like life happens. Shit happens, life happens. Some people got married, some people had kids, some people have graduated from college, some people have moved out on their own. I'm pretty sure some people have passed away, unfortunately. Like I know, what was it, like Lou was a superhero statue or something like that. He passed away. There's some people passed away. Some people have health issues. But like life happens. So a lot of people have kind of stepped away from making YouTube videos now. It's kind of sad, There you go. Look at that, 123. A lot of people have stepped away, so it's kind of sad. Like, a lot of these people that you used to talk with and used to follow on YouTube and everything, now they're just no longer there, So, that of course, that takes away the fun out of it. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? There we go, gotta get to a 124. So worn out. But like I said, like a lot of people have, life had kids, got married, some passed away, health issues, moved, financial issues, stuff like that. I mean, so a lot of people are just no longer making YouTube videos anymore, and so it's like I said, it dilutes a lot of the fun. Like when you know what I mean? It's like it really does dilute some of the fun. It takes a lot of the fun out of it. Like one of the major fun parts was communicating with everyone else and sharing that passion you have for comics and stuff. It just a lot of that. You know what I mean? And then when everybody suddenly leaves, it's like, man, you're like. It's like, hey, let's watch Super by myself. How fun is that? For example, another thing, I take an example, it's like, hey, you know what I mean? Everybody leaves. It's not a lot of people making YouTube videos that I used to watch anymore. So it's like, it just dilutes a lot of the fun, I think a perfect example is like, hey, having sex. It's not as fun when you're doing it by yourself, That's kind of the same thing with YouTube, It's not as fun when no one's around anymore, when you're kind of doing it by yourself and there's no one there. You know, it's not as fun. Like I said, it's kind of like I said, it's not as fun when you do it by yourself. You know, there you go. 124. Oh my God! Whoever watching the chat room just heard that, just probably thinking, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Annual. And I forget, I was also getting annuals as well. And I'm trying, and it's so hard when you try to get annuals too, because it's like it's hard to kind of see where they fit in chronologically. But like I said, like everyone happens. Even me, like I mean, like graduated, I moved out, and you know, I'm established now. I'm kind of an established career. It's just, you know what I mean? Things happen, people change, things change. And not just that too, but even YouTube itself, like it's changed so much. Like I just, you know, when you go on there, it's just like, you know, a lot of the algorithm. I think the algorithm is what you call it now. Like, you know, that's changed. You know what I mean, folks? Like it's just changed. Like it's really hard. Like when if you're making a comic book channel, whatever, it's hard to like get subscribers or get views. You know, YouTube doesn't advertise any of this crap anymore. I mean, before, like I'd go on there and it'd be like, oh man, I would see a few channels my recommendation. I'd watch a video or two and I'd see someone, like it would be a channel like I'd never seen before, like right next to the video. And I'd be like, oh, let me check this person out. You know what I mean? Let me see what you got going on. You know, and it would be so easy to find other channels. You know, it would be so easy to find other channels and look at their videos and everything. You know, there you go, annual. You know, it would be so easy to find other channels and everything. And now it's like 125, poly. You know, it would be so easy to find other channels. So easy to look at those people up and just, you know what I mean? And now it's like, what I see now is like if I do look at a comic book video, which is rare now, you know, if I do look at a comic book video, it's just like, you know, everything that's advertised are like these heavily edited, heavily manufactured videos, you know, where it's like, you know, things like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but again, like I'm so past the point of, you know, validation. I need validation from random strangers. Like I'm so past that point now in my life where it's just like, I don't care. I don't care. I make videos when I want to make them. I do stuff when I want to make them, you know? But it's like, you know, a lot of things that are advertised now that I see now, it's just like really huge channels that like, you know, oh, look at these production quality. I'm just like, dude, yeah, give me your shitty production values. Give me your shitty, like this video, for example. Give me your shitty quality visuals and, you know, your shitty audio, your phone that you take in the bathroom on your phone. Give me that shit, you know. Bring back some of that shit, you know. Advertise some of those videos. Those videos are always the best. I always enjoyed watching them. Like the very amateur stuff, I always enjoyed watching those. But like I said, YouTube just doesn't advertise that anymore, you know. It's always, you know. There we go. 125. But you know, it's just so hard now to, you know, even have any sort of semblance of any of that. 126. I think this is the first appearance of Proteus. Proteus, I remember this one. But anyways, like I said, that's one of the biggest contributors. Like everything's changed, and not just that, it's so censored now too. Like I mean, Jesus Christ, it's just, you know, it's so censored. Everyone, you know, if you say something wrong, you can flag your video and like, you know, gives you a strike or something, and it's just like, dude, what the fuck, you know? You know, people, and not just that too, but I also kind of noticed when I was watching the videos, people are so fucking afraid. People are so fucking afraid to say the wrong thing. They're like, they have to edit themselves, and then, you know what I mean? So they're like editing themselves and censoring themselves. I'm just like, bro, if you're an asshole, just show. It's gonna come out sooner or later, you know? Like me, I'm just like, I don't have time for that bullshit censoring, you know? I really don't. Like, I don't really care for it. I don't have time for it. If you don't like what I have to say, but okay, good for you. But good for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lot of people are just so scared now of saying the wrong thing and being called out on like social media and YouTube and everything. It's just like, dude, man. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So it's just that's happening, and there we go. Look how nice that looks. 126. Well, so I find that happened a lot too, and there we go. Proteus, Mutant X, 127. I love the cover to that. Look at that, how colorful it is. You know what I'm trying to get? I'm trying to get Uncanny X-Men 50. The classic Steranko Polaris cover. Oh man, that's gonna be so nice. I'm looking to get that. But again, it's good to have money. It doesn't mean I want to spend like wait. I want to get deals, yo. Oh my god, this is coming apart. I mean, I tell you, the paper's so old. It's like ripping stuff apart too. But anyway, like like I said, like and not just that too, but my god, why does everyone feel the need like on YouTube too? When I'm watching, like everyone, like, so many people that feel the need to like be fucking controversial just for the sake of being controversial, just for the sake of views. I tell you, it's so sick and tired of running into some videos where it's just like, well, all they do is like bitch and moan, Like, it's just so annoying. And I understand, like, the irony of me, moaning about people bitching and moaning. That's not lost on me, so. But like, I'm so tired of people just bitching and moaning. Murder shit, murder shit. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you're like fuck, dude, you're a 30-year-old man. Fuck, man. It's like, don't you have anything better to do than to make videos complaining about Marvel? But it's the content. It's like, I'm so tired of seeing people say, oh, the Marvel is Germany. It's social justice warrior. Oh, you're catering to the extreme, yeah. Oh, you're ruining these characters. Cause you know what I mean? Just whining, bitching, moaning, Like, they're ruining the characters. This is not the man I grew up with. Stuff like that. I see so much of that, so many of those videos just complaining about books and just like, dude, if you hate it so much, stop reading, stop spending your money on it. Geez, like, geez, Ah, jeez, stop. There we go. 128. We're firmly in a Dark Phoenix saga, by the way. Now we're firmly starting to get in there, but it's just like seriously, folks. Like with the Marvel, it's like if you don't like it, stop fucking reading. Of course, it's not the Marvel you grew up with. It's 2020. You need to get other viewers in there. You're not gonna live forever. You're gonna die, and then no one can read these because then you can attract new readers. You know what I mean? It's just I think my only biggest complaint is that I just wish that when you introduce these new characters, like say Amadeus, well, it's not new, but like you know what I mean. I just wish that they would give it their own identity. You know what I mean? Like and some people complain like, oh, they're mad because this person Iron Man is now black, and I'm just like, no, they're not mad. They're just mad because it's a different character, not the fact that this person's a minority. I mean, people were freaking mad when I think it's like people were mad when there we go. People were mad when Ben Riley took over the mantle of Spider-Man. People were pissed off about that, and that's quite literally a clone of Spider-Man. It's quite literally a clone of Spider-Man. So people are more mad like, or he's replacing the hero. They're mad because it's just a new character replacing the hero. That's what some people need to understand, especially some people on the far left. Like, dude, no, they're mad because just a character is being replaced that we love. Yeah, look at that. That's the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, by the way. We're firmly in a Dark Phoenix saga. But that's why they're mad. I just wish that if you did that, you just gave them their own identity. Like I don't like you start them out as maybe taking over the mantle for a little bit, and then you give them their own fresh identity. I think that's my biggest thing. You need to have the character stand on their feet. Like Miles Morales is a good character. Really good character, really good issues that I read. You know what I mean? But he didn't. Peter Parker was dead. He didn't take over when Peter Parker was alive. There you go. Look at that. He didn't take over when Peter Parker was alive. I think that makes the biggest difference in the world. Oh, oh God. Sorry. 130. First appearance of the Dazzler. You just hear my. I just hate that. I just hate Dazzler so effing much. Oh my God, I cannot. That's like one character that I just cannot stand the character, folks. I hate the Dazzler so much. Oh my, oh God, I hate that character so much. Like no, that's like the one character. One of the one characters I just cannot stand. Oh God. I mean, but it's necessary to be a completionist, yo. There you go, 130. But again, like I was saying, I just wish when you gave these characters that you would give them their own identity. You know what I mean? I think that'll help stem some of the complaints you get. But again, as I was saying, like I'm just so tired of seeing videos of like, people just whining. Oh, Marvel is like, they're running scared. They don't know how to write comics. Like, dude, okay, it's like, dude, all right, put up a shelf. Like, write your own fucking comic then, you know? You start use some of the money, start your own company, and start to carry. There you go. Use some money and start writing it. You know, it's like shit. It's like, dude, anyone can complain. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. Look at the back of the bag. Oh, my God. It looks so terrible. 131. It looks so bad. This is why I'm taking back and forth. It's so terrible. Put that in there. Put that in there. But anyway, it's like, it's just so tired of that, dude. All you do is just make videos and play. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, get a life. Do something else. That's one of the biggest things why me and my girlfriend get along so. Like, we both don't like being negative. We both, you know what I'm saying? We both don't like being surrounded by a lot of negativity and negative people anymore. We like being surrounded by, positivity because if you hang around a lot of negative people and a lot of negativity, it rubs off on you. It really does. You just start getting in a bad mood. It's like, I don't want that. But yeah, that's just become a trend. Like on YouTube, you just see so much of that, and it's just like, dude, if you feel so strongly, write a comic book yourself. There's something you just go indie, freaking go indie. Write a comic yourself. Create a character, Look at me. Look what I did, And for example, look what I did. Like when I was making YouTube videos, I made my own. There you go. Like when I was making YouTube videos, like I created my own universe essentially. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I can't believe this is already in Mylar. It's just weird. It's like some of these are already in Mylar bags too. I just need to replace the board. But like I said, that's my thing. It's like make your own videos. Like I created, like for example, like I created my own universe. I created my own videos. I created my own version of stuff. My own version of the Infinity Gauntlet with the power glove, with the power laser component. My own characters, my own story arc, that kind of build it. That's really, like I said, and I loved doing that. That was incredibly enjoyable doing that. And I would, if I was ever to consistently make YouTube videos again, that would be stuff like I would want to do. Just have like a story arc at the end. Do some filming. And those were all done in before. And not just that, now that I have money, it's like, I can actually maybe afford to have things look a lot better than before when I was undergrad. But those were still some fun days, that's when everyone was undergrad. We had free time. I wasn't traveling all over for work and driving over. Classic. It's gonna look so beautiful in like my life, in like a My Life too. Look at the classic Wolverine, just Wolverine Earth Strikes. Classic book, folks. But yeah, like I said, it's just like a lot of people that, like I said, it's really hard to try to get back into like making videos when you just see like the negative videos, and you know what I mean. Like you just no one there anymore. People that used to make videos are no longer there. They adjusted to the new life, and it's like I said, it's like I said before, like it's like having sex. It's not as fun when you're doing it by yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's one of those where it's like. You know what I mean? For me to make videos consistently, I would have to really want to make it. I would have to, I like to do story arcs. I like kind of have like the same thing I was doing before. Have like a story at the end. Have a thing that builds and builds. But it's just so hard to do now. Now that I'm older. I'm older. I don't have a ton of free time like I used to anymore. Like everyone else, like friends, Everyone else has like full-time jobs, kids, married, stuff like that. It's so hard to even get people together now. That's why I tell people in undergrad. So it's like if you're in undergrad, make sure you enjoy the hell out of it. I mean, it's sure, going to grad school is hell. Sure, it's hell. Don't get me wrong, pharmacy school was hell. It was a pain in the ass. It was awful. It's just a lot of studying, a lot of being on your toes constantly. A lot of, some administrators, changing the freaking rules on the whim and moving the hoop constantly. Oh, look how beautiful that looks. You know, a lot of changing the wind, but the good part about that is, you know, when you're people don't realize when you're an undergrad, 134, you know, starting to go bad. You know, when you're in undergrad, in college, in high school, people don't realize that. Yeah, you're kind of stuck there, but you're trapped in the building and in the same. And like in high school, you're trapped in a building with your friends. And you're encased with your friends in one singular location. You know, and then if you go to college, like it's not only it's not a building, you're encased in like a small pocket universe essentially. It's like a small little city. It's like you're in a small town and a city with your friends. You know what I mean? Like when you go to college, you're like it's like I said, it's like a pocket universe where like the outside world, it's not much influence in the outside world. It's you and your friends in this whole little area, this whole pocket universe together. And so, like I always tell people, like my biggest advice to you, yeah, work your ass off, but don't forget to have fun. You know, don't forget to hang out with your friends because once you graduate, like it's you know you're gonna have to do some freaking headstand to like try to get together with people. You know, but like I said, people get full-time jobs, people get married, people get kids, and especially around my age, like I'm 30 now. Like it's like I log on to Facebook and it's like, oh, this person got like, oh, it's like this person got engaged, it's like it's literally like this person got engaged. It's like nothing but engagements and marriage. It's like, bruh, here I am, like eating cereal in my pajamas. You know, watching Looney Tunes. You know, it's like, dude, it does make you kind of evaluate your life a little bit. But yeah, folks. Like I always tell, like I always say, like make sure you hang out with your friends because like when you graduate, you're never just gonna be able to say, oh, hey, let's go to dinner, bam, like have that happen. You know. You know what I mean? When you're in college, like it's so easy to get together with friends because like literally you will bump into people in hallways and be like, oh yeah, but me and so and so going out. You want to come? Sure. Just like that easy to make a plan to do stuff. When you graduate, that goes out the window. Oh my God! Look how nice it looks in Mylar. Look at that. 130. Like this is 135. Look at that. It looks so much nicer in that, doesn't it? Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm doing this. The appearance value, the protection value, it looks so beautiful, man. For those, if anyone is joining, I'm doing a conversion of Mylars and fullback from poly and like halfbacks. But yeah, like I said, but again, back to that, like it's so like if you're a college student, like take advantage of that, like work your ass off, study, so you can get to a point that where I'm at now, when I'm 30, I'm making a good amount of money, more money that I actually know what to do with. You know what I mean? And you can afford things to do stuff like this. So you set yourself up nicely, you know? Classic, 136. Man, look how nice it's going to look in Mylar bags. I mean, oh, like sometimes it gets a little bit excited, you know? And my girlfriend makes fun of me too about this too. Like, I tell her, like, oh, I'm going to read you. She's like, she does make fun of me, but like, in a good way too. She's like, oh, you're so cute. You know, you are getting excited over your comic books, you know? Like she's actually really supportive about it, you know. Like I've had like exes where they just kind of turn their nose up at it, you know, girlfriends where they kind of turn their nose up. It's like, you know. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks in my look at that. So much nicer. But like again, like I've had like girlfriends where they'll turn their nose up at her and like, you know what I mean? This one's different. You know, she's really awesome. You know, she's EMS. She works overnight. She's in EMS. It's so refreshing to find someone that puts in an effort in, that puts an effort in, doesn't expect you to do everything all the time. That you know what I mean. That will actually text me first. You know what I mean. Like it won't wait for me to initiate contact communication. It's just she's different. She's special. You know what I mean. And it hasn't been like no, granted, it's been like it hasn't been super long, but there's something different about this one. You know what I mean? It really is. Okay. So anyway, folks, I'm kind of starting to run low. I think what I might do, like I might make another version of it, like going through the rest of it, because I'm kind of running low on the fullback. I mean, I do have another thing, but I don't know if I really want to stay here and broadcast for another hour, going through the freaking. Jesus, it's one of the biggest problems. Going through like another bag about the fullback. Who knows? Maybe I might be back tomorrow night or like Tuesday night or Wednesday night or whatnot. Who knows? Jeez, man, what are the problems? Huh. And I'm telling you, like, one of the problems for mine is we get like this little ridge that comes in. Oh, that's, boy, there's a pain in the butt, guys. I don't know why I'm having some trouble with this one. Jesus, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this, folks. I really don't. There we go, a lot better. But look how nice that looks. Okay, 36. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh man, like this bag is so worn out. Oh my god. Watch how nice it's gonna look in the Mylar. But yeah, anyway, folks. So yeah, I don't think there's very much more to me to say. Like, I mean, maybe I may make a video just updating everyone in my life and what's been going on lately. My life has been just, fifth version of my life has been awesome. Gainfully employed. I mean, I know a lot of people during the coronavirus were just, well, and it's still there. Like, it's a little better now. I just wish idiots would like wear masks. Dude, no, man, it's not about you, you selfish prick. It's like wear a mask, protect people and yourself. Especially if you remember watching the Austin Aries tweet where he's like, no one's gonna tell me to wear a mask. Like, dude, you're an arrogant prick. You left everything, every promotion you went to, you left on bad terms. It's like it's not everyone else, it's you. But anyway, Cliff Notes version is like, in terms of my life, like I'm doing well. Look at that. Look how much nicer it looks in this. Oh, it's so much nicer, isn't it? Oh, tell you. Like I'm living like this is Dark Phoenix Saga. Like I'm kind of glad I really wanted to get to this. 38 is when he quits the X-Men Cyclops after the loss, and then Kitty Pryde, takes his place and doesn't take his place later, but joins the X-Men. But yeah, like I just still feel a version of this like about my life. And I'm doing really well. I'm doing good. Like I'm gainfully employed. Like I'm working. I work anywhere between six. Like when I signed on, it was like for a guaranteed 64 hours. So I always get 64 hours, and I always get paid that. But like I normally work a lot more than that. I normally work like 70, 72, 73 hours, and on my salary now, fact with money, salary, like there's not really a need for me to work, crazy amounts of hours anymore. There really isn't. There's no need for me to work 80 hours like and I get paid every 2 weeks, so it's 80 hours. That would be like, well, there's no need for me to do like 40 hours a week, and there's no need for me. There's no need for it anymore. Like I can make a good living working 64 and enjoying my life, So my life has been great. It's been nice. It's been really nice, just having the job that I have, where I have a little more flexibility, where I don't have to work my ass off. Look how nice that looks. Where I don't have to work my ass off. I don't have to do what my parents did. And 140. When to go? Missing one, I think. That's 138. So where? Wonder if I put 139. Yeah, I'm missing 139. I have to look that up on the phone. Like where is 139? That's 140. Oh, where is that? Oh, unbelievable. I don't know where I did with that, Let's see. If anyone's watching too, like I said, this might be a series of live videos too, folks. This might be a series of live videos that I do to convert everything to Mylar. Well, not everything, but most of everything to Mylar. What in the world? Huh. I'm missing 139 from here. I'm a little annoyed by that. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. There we go. For some reason, that's in the wrong area. I don't know how I missed that, but yeah, 139. Look how nice it's going to look in Mylar. But like I said, well, again, like a lot of people like watching YouTube along with the videos. Red, Riding and Blue was in here for a little bit. I mean, like I don't expect people to watch this because it's literally just such a boring video of me just rambling and converting to Mylar. It's you may get to see a book here and you're gonna get to see a book here and there. You're gonna get to see like some of the X-Men stuff here and there, but it's not a much video, I would say. But yeah, but a lot of Red, Riding and Blue was here for a little bit. I mean, me and him were part of the Uncanny X-Men questers. Trying to get like a run of Uncanny X-Men. I literally just need 3 more for the run that I'm going. So I literally need just 94, Giant Size, and freaking 100. That's all I need. All I need. But as I was saying, folks, it's like, a lot of people that I used to watch, like Red, Riding Blue is one of them. Like, pretty sure, he was in grad school last time I saw. Pretty sure, his life has changed drastically, and you know what I mean. So he's someone that I used to watch too. He's in my chat. Good guy, really good guy. I would advise you to check him out. Really good guy because he does go and some of the things that I watched was really in depth with some of the comics. He analyzed it really well. 139. I'll go after 130. But he's someone that again doesn't make very much videos anymore. Like other people too, like Incredible CJ, like make a video here and there. Running with Comics, another one doesn't make a lot of videos anymore. Draco Fabulous, another one doesn't make videos anymore. You know what I mean? It's like Sleepy Reader, I think, still makes videos. Like sometimes I watch him like if I'm doing something else, like cooking or something. But like a lot of people just who else is there? Like MC, like another one that doesn't make a ton of videos anymore, kind of like me, kind of retired. Not just that too, but also kind of heartbreaking too, because some people, you'll find out, oh wow, yeah, they made the video. Some people don't watch, you find out, my God, this person's an asshole. You'll look at the video, it's like, oh my God, this person's kind of an asshole. You'll find out they'll come out later, like, man, this person is such a asshole. Like, whoa, I can't believe we used to watch this person. What a prick. Like that's happened a few times. That happened a few times. Like trust me, that happened a few times too. Where it's like I watch people like, dude, like you're kind of an asshole here. You're a prick, and needlessly, and not a needless, a needless asshole too. So some people, they used to watch it and they find out, man, you're like the biggest shit stirrer and asshole you could imagine. You know what I mean? Yeah, look how nice it looks. 140. Oh, we're getting some good stuff, folks. Bam. Uncanny X-Men. 141. David Future's Path. Love the movie. The movie is phenomenal. It's probably my favorite X-Men movie to date. I mean, then he made X-Men Apocalypse, and like I didn't watch it. I didn't care for it. I was just like, I think his thing to go was like, I want to make it like a disaster movie. And I just like rolled my eyes. I was just like, congratulations, you made it like a disaster movie. You made this movie into a very generic disaster movie. You know what I mean? I didn't watch the movie. I watched like snippets of it, but just when I watched, I just didn't care for it. It's like, yeah, congratulations, you made this. Like the goal of I think it was Brian Singer. The goal, it was like my goal is to make this like a disaster movie. To make this, like one of those, apocalyptic disaster movies, like a Day After Tomorrow, and it's just like, congratulations, you did make it. You made it into a very generic disaster movie that has no distinguishing quality, that's really not memorable at all. So that would go, congratulations, and I think I remember that too. Like Quicksilver never told Magneto that he was his son, and it's so fucking stupid. It's like, why would you not tell him he's your son? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the man wants his family again. You're not gonna tell him he's your son? It's just so stupid. It's like you just wait. It's like why even mention it? Why even mention that he's your son? That he's your father? If you're not gonna, there's no payoff to it. You're just like, look at that, 141. And there was no payoff to it whatsoever to that. No payoff. No payoff. It's so stupid. It's like, why don't you even bring that up and mention it if you were never going to pay that off to begin with? But let me get rid of the Scotch tape. Makes it so angry, dude. It makes it irrationally angry. This is already a Mylar, 142. I just got to replace it with some fullback. But yeah, like, that movie was just like, that was the beginning of the end. And then he came out with the Dark Phoenix saga, and I didn't even bother with that. It's just like, I was like, I know they're not going to do this justice. I know it's not going to be good. I know it's just going to be really meh. And it's just, you know what I mean? And I don't mind Mystique being a good guy, you know what I mean, being a face. But like you just knew that I already know, Jennifer Lawrence might pay mistakes, so she's gonna die. You could not have telegraphed it any easier. It just could kill the X-Men franchise right then and there, So I was like, I don't know what they're gonna go for. I don't think there's much of a future for it there. But you just killed, like you just killed it. There we go. Fade the future past. And by the way, look at that. Oh, son of a bitch. There you go. 142. Look at that. Nice. Mylar. Lovely. I'm running low. I only have a few fullbacks left. So I'm running low. So the video will be ending soon. I'll probably save the other pack of fullbacks that I have. 143. It's when Kitty Pryde really earns her stripes here. Goes toe to toe with this alien like by herself. And she was like, keep in mind, she's only 13 here too. So it's just so, and it's so nice reading this, going through this. It's literally when I'm reading this, it's just like watching a kid grow up. Like this character, Kitty Pryde, started at 13, and she's like one of the best X-Men. Like, she had great leadership qualities, smart, brilliant. You just see her grow up when you read through this run. But anyway, as I was saying, we're on the subject of that. You notice how Days of Future's Past, that whole storyline, only 2 issues? I kind of wish, comic book writers would take that into account. I mean, I just feel like a lot of comic book writers now, like, look how bad that is. Look at the board's yellow, too. I just feel like a lot of comic book writers now, they feel like the need to just, not everything needs to be a fucking epic, 10-parter, game-changing static. Oh, Jesus Christ, this bag is wrecked. I mean, look at this. It's just, look when I try to take the tape off. It's ripping apart. Like, but like I said, folks, it's, like, I feel like a lot of comic book writers, it's like they always feel like, I feel like they kind of feel like, everything needs to be like this epic, what I mean? Everything needs to be like this 10-part epic that needs to change the status quo, change everything we know about the character, and you know what I mean? Like it's like almost every, like, a lot of stories are like that now. Like, it always needs to be a game changer. It's like, not every comic book, not every story needs to be an epic. Not every story needs to be 10-parters and change everything. You can tell a good story and have it be 1 issue. You can tell a good story and have it be 2 issues. Example, Days of Future Past, 2 stories. Two issues. Told a great story, didn't change anything. Or the only thing that changed was in the future it brought back Rachel Summers was down. Didn't really change anything, though. In the grand scheme of things, Another example, Spider-Man, when he went against Firelord, the Herald of Galactus, completely outmatched with her powers, condensed to 2 stories, and it's a story that's very memorable. It didn't change the status quo, it didn't change anything, wasn't a 10-part epic. It was just a great story confined to 2 issues, and there you go. Not everything needs to be an epic story that lasts forever. I feel like a lot of people do that. Like a lot of comic books, kind of do this crap now, where it's just like it doesn't need to sketch that long. You don't need to be an epic. It just needs to be entertaining. Every comic book's for entertaining. For entertainment, it just needs to be entertaining. That's it. It's really simple. I think a lot of writers get into that. Okay. Oh no. Oh man. X-Men and Teen Titans. Oh, fire. I got this from TPE a few years ago. I'm just laughing about. Oh man. Honestly, I don't even know what bin I should put this in. X-Men, Teen Titans. I don't know. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's just funny to me. Oh, why do I have that? I don't know why Dazzler's in here. I think the only reason I put it in here was because Rogue is punching a crap out of her. That's probably the only reason I have it in this bin. I don't know why it's in there, but some of the things you find when you go through your collection. Plus, you move this out too. Like, some of the stuff you find, folks. I'm telling you. 144. It's kind of like a solo Cyclops issue. Kind of hate Cyclops. You know, I hate that character so much too. Another one that I don't like. He's just an asshole. I mean, if you read the way he treated Madeline Pryor, you understand why I don't like him. But anyways, I was saying, like, you know, not everything can be an epic, and you know, that's also the reason why I just find a hard time reading any Joker stories now. Any story with the Joker, it's like every Joker story. It's oh, he can never. It's like in professional wrestling. It's like the wrestler, the wrestler that can never lose cleanly. You know, that can never win cleanly. There's always some shenanigans. You know, when it comes to when it's Joker story. That's why I have such a hard time reading it. I have such a hard time reading like anything with the Joker. And like again, everything is a the Joker can never lose. He can never lose. He can never lose cleanly. It's like, oh, he lost, but in the end, he won. Like, you know, with Death in the Family, it's another one that comes to mind. Oh, yeah, he lost. He lost and was beaten, but now he won because the family, the Bat family is, it's fractured, it's distressed, so he won. Oh, but he won because this person snapped and ended up killing this person the same day. So he ended up winning at the end. You know, the Joker is always some crap like that. It's always, he never loses to him. He lost, but he actually won. You know, it's always like that with the Joker. That's why I always have a hard time reading it because I know how it's going to end. I know it's always going to be something like that. Like 3145, classic issue. When the X-Men go to Latveria. And then, like, Dr. Doom encases her in, like, a statue, and because she's claustrophobic, she creates this huge thunderstorm in Latveria because she's, like, scared. But again, look at this. You know, look how wavy and that gross it looks. Okay, Dr. Doom. But anyway, like I said, like I was going back, like I can never read Joker stories anymore because of that. It's just, you know what I mean? Just lose claims for a change. And not just that, but it's always a story with the Joker. But, it's always some apocalyptic thing. He took over Gotham. It's always some like huge story arc where it's just like, bruh, come on, dog. It's like, why does it always have to be some super duper, you know what I mean? Horrible apocalyptic thing the Joker does. Why can't it just be something that doesn't change the status quo? It's always the same thing with the Joker. It's so annoying. Yeah, and by the way, too, I actually have not read a whole lot of modern books either. So pretty much what ended up happening, folks, is during around the month of November, like I ended up having to move in with my mom because the building that I was living at was sold. So I ended up having to move with her for like November, and then I was at that point it was November, and I was just like I just thought fuck it, I was like fuck it, I'm just gonna stay throughout the holidays. So I stayed throughout the holidays, but then what ended up happening was I ended up working overnight. I ended up doing covering overnight shift because someone out of one of the store locations ended up quitting, and so they tabbed me to do the overnight. And originally, I was only going to be there for like maybe I was originally only going to be there for like a month, but then the pharmacy manager there, the store manager there, liked me so much that they talked to the big boss, the district manager, and into having me come there and having me stay there permanently, until they found someone new. They were either and I literally heard the conversations. They were kind of trying to tell them. Kind of trying to see, like, okay, we kind of want to see, we want Aiden. We're literally like, we want Aiden to work here. Like, so we want to see if he wants to, is interested in a job and see how he feels. Like, if we send him do it, kind of thing, like, to see how he feels, see if he's interested in a job, because we want him to be like, we want him to take the job if it's possible, if he's interested. And you kind of tell me because he's doing a good job, and if he's not interested, then we want to at least keep him until we can find a permanent replacement. So I pretty much was working overnight for 3 months. And that ties into the story because, like, I had trouble finding an apartment in a place of my own because it was just like, when you're working overnight, it's really hard to look at apartments when you're tired and you're exhausted and and you're up at like, your time you're up is like 4 or 5, So that's kind of what happened there. And then once I finally got done working the overnight shift, in my late April. But at that point, coronavirus, we were on lockdown, coronavirus, it was starting to get really bad, and, the curve was just spiking like crazy. So like I said, it was starting to get really bad. So like I was like, okay, I can't really look for an apartment. So yeah, and so pretty much it took me till late May to find an apartment, to finally get an apartment when restrictions started lifting me. And literally, I looked on Craigslist. I looked at this apartment. I was like, I'm gonna take a stab at it. I'm not gonna look at it. And it just looked like a really good neighborhood and everything. I'm glad I took that calculated risk because it worked out. This is a nice apartment. Landlord pays for gas, pays the heating bill, pays water bill. Like there's parking on the streets, free parking, private parking. Literally, I could come back from work after from 11 at night, and there will be parking. I won't have to go around the block multiple times. I won't even have to parallel park. So I got this party for a steal. I'm so happy I did. This is the last Mylar, folks. The last fullback that I have, and this is Uncanny X-Men 147. It's the first appearance of Binary, aka this is Carol Danvers. For those of you who don't know, this is Captain Marvel. You know what I mean? Not the original Captain Marvel. No, that's Carol Danvers. So for a while, she became, she was a little bit about the X-Men after that year, Avengers 200. So for a while, she was hanging around the X-Men, and she got like these cosmic powers and became binary and became super powerful. So that's what happened there, and that's kind of when God, it was just some crazy stuff that happened. And you would have to look at a video to go through that, but it's crazy stuff. Essentially, she kind of married like you think her rapist, essentially, in like Pocket Universe. She gave birth to her. It was really fucked up. You just say it that way. And the Avenger, just the way he acted was just like no concern. It was really weird. It didn't get rectified to Avengers 10. You know what I mean? And then, you have the whole. I always wondered. I would really, really love to see, by the way, like Carol Danvers, memory get wiped by Rogue in a movie. I think that would be a good story. And there you go, 147. So, okay, this is a lot more snugger now. It's not as snug, but so I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight. It's that's one pack of fullback. I still have this other pack here. So I still have this pack of fullbacks over here too. And you can tell, just looking at my bike, I'm still ridiculously powerful and go to the gym. But yeah, you can tell. So I still have another pack of fullback, but man, I'm kind of getting tired. But honestly, folks, I'm kind of getting tired of sitting on the floor. I'm kind of getting tired of, I like going through this, but I'm getting tired of sitting on the floor. Perfect. And this video has been going for an hour and a half, just me bagging and boarding and rambling. I think it's time to call it. So I probably will be back another night. I'm doing a live video, using fullback, converting this X-Men to fullback. I'm definitely gonna, just looking at this, what am I at? This is already in Mylar, but a really crappy Mylar. So I'm already at, what did I do? So I left off at 147. So I have 50 fullbacks. So I'll probably end up leaving around, so I'll probably be around 190, counting the annuals. Probably next time we do this, I'll probably get to about 195, 194, which means I need to buy, which means I need approximately another 100, fullbacks in my lights too. So I need approximately another full amount of that too. So, because I don't want to get my entire X-Men collection, just at least up to 250. So I want to get that, and then even then, again, I still need to get to my Silver Age Wonder Woman, Modern Wonder Woman, when we took away her powers and she was modern, and I need to get that one in there. I need to get my Crisis on Infinite Earths in my life. I need to get my freaking Secret Wars in my life, Super Villain Team Up. So there's still some other stuff I need to get in my life too. So thanks for watching. It was really nice seeing you again, right? Red, Riding in Blue. It's been quite a long time since I've seen you or heard from you. Because I know life gets nice. It's been big for both of us, man. So you know what I mean. It was very nice. I'd seen you in the chat for a bit. So thanks for watching, whoever watched. I mean, seriously, if you watch the entire time and watch even 10 minutes of it, you have the patience of a saint. So, anyway, the end. So, take care.